Hello there everyone, this is Chillainous. Welcome back to another live stream. I am excited. I wonder if I can disable nameplates from here. Oh, I couldn't see. Wait, hi. I hope everyone saw the last video and enjoyed it. Okay, I can't disable nameplates from here. I had a great time editing it, despite the fact that I was feeling quite sick. I just realized my music is not on. There we go. That was my bad. In the last episode, right at the very end, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't see that because I see the watch time and I see where people drop off, and unfortunately it's quite early. So, I mentioned in the last episode that we'd be looking at qualifying in a new plane. And that's what we're going to do today. I flew around in a monoprop. No, it's not a monoprop, it's mono turbo, sorry. I flew around in the TBM 930 and the Cessna 208 Grand Caravan. I decided that I like the Grand Caravan a little more, and since that will be the plane that we'll be renting, that's the one that I feel pretty good about doing as well. Oh, I forgot to change the description on this video as well. It is no longer my birthday. There we go. That should be good now. Oh no. Imagine trying to explain that for 2 streams. There we go. Oh, that was kind of funny. Anyway, our first video to hit 100 views happened today as well. Our last qualification actually, which is pretty crazy. Put that there. I'm going to open up Sky Dolly as well. I used Sky Dolly for all of my cinematics bar the overflight one because I always do them live. But for all the ground cinematics, the landing, the takeoff, it was all Sky Dolly. And since then I've even learned just a little bit more as well. So I feel really, really good about that. Alright, let me just pull that downwards a little bit so I can see the activity feed and so I can see that as well. Okay, I think I'm ready to go. So, I was going to do the Donald flight of the TBM 930 because we don't have to travel quite as far from Bendigo where we finished off the last video. If anyone's watching this in the future, the Bendigo video is the old wine video from Ballarat to Bendigo. So we were going to go to Donald. I went and had a look at the Donald airfield. It has no parking spaces at the airfield. It's just laid there. And since I couldn't figure out how to start myself from the ground, I decided against that one. So we're doing the Grand Caravan. I could do it out at Yarrawonga. I don't know what that airfield out there is like, but I'm much more familiar with Bordertown. So we're going to travel ourselves over to Bordertown. We are going to take the flight. Hopefully I can use the plane I've got on already, or else we'll just have to restart the flight, which just takes a bit of time. So we get a few goes at this. We have $103,000, and then I found that you can rent a Grand Caravan at Bendigo, I think. Let's have a look here. There it is for 291,000. So we'll have to take out a loan for that one. But then if we pay off another loan, we can also make quite a bit of money. So that's how we're going to do things today. We're going to do the C qualification. I ran through the startup on this a little bit, but I will have to run through a checklist again. But with that, let's rent the airplane and let's do our C qualification. We go to hangar. I want to move myself to Wybor. Actually, hang on. 4,300. Can I move myself with that? 4,300. Hang on, what was the other one? Did they finally give it some parity? 46. 45. Nope, we're taking the cheaper option. I mean, $1 is $1, and $1 is all I need. Yeah. So that's how we're going to go. Let's go over to the hangar, and we will assign ourselves to the 208 caravan. Okay, we need the vanilla caravan here. We can't go in one with a livery. That's a little unfortunate. Let me just move my camera controls down here. So we'll have to restart the flight here and pick up the original 208. Says departure, set the livery as default, and then fly it. I'm on the wrong scene here as well. There we go, that's better.
Yankee Bravo Oscar Romeo traffic Cessna Charlie Hotel 821 taking off runway 17
excuse me. No. No, I asked to be started at parking. This is a problem. Ramp 2, no, ramp 2 parking set as departure. Well, actually, let's make sure that this is all on live.
First step, start your engines according to the aircraft procedure.
There we go, that's what I want. There appears to be a generic out on the runway. Hang on, let's have a look at this. It won't get in our way. That's better. That actually looks like a TBM. Either way, let's head back over to our plane. We're going to do a bunch of things here. I'm going to have to load up the checklist. Also, I saved a little bit of frame rate just by changing a few of the settings. So I'm very happy about that. We now have like 10 to 20 extra, well, maybe 10 extra frames. It's still not great, but it is a thing. Okay, so the pre-flight inspection. Make sure that the fuel selector both are on. There we go. Check. Before starting the engine. Why am I saying engine? Ignition selector is on. The power lever needs to be idle. I believe that's the red one. Nope, never mind. I don't understand why it says power lever when it means throttle. And then the prop lever needs to be max RPM. Check. We now start off with our procedures here. Battery on. Beacon on. I also turn on nav. Avionics switch number 1. Check. The fuel boost. Now this is in a weird spot, I remember. Maybe it's just over here. Oh, there it is. Fuel boost to on. Turn on the starter. The fuel boost can now be... Oh, sorry. I have fuel condition lever, low idle.
Now that the engine is running, taxi to the runway. Don't exceed 25 knots while taxiing.
Fuel boost back to norm, and the avionics master 2 switch on. Perfect. We still need to wait for our things. Okay. I was gonna say, just need to wait for it to do the thing, and we've done it, so. Now, because we've done one of these things before, we know how it's going to go. Load up Skype Sim real quick to get our barometer, and hopefully don't press slew mode accidentally. It's happened more than once. The current pressure is 30.25. Amazing. Cool. Alright, we then want to climb to 3,000 feet AGL. So we want roughly 3,400. And this plane here, we want to do it at a vertical speed of about 700 to 800. And then we will set the CDI to GPS. As we get onto the runway, we'll sync our heading as well. I also now have a way to toggle nameplates and taxi lines. So if I want them, I can have them. If I don't want them, I can turn them off very easily. Okay, we're going to not ask for a pushback. We're going to move straight forward, right past these guys and straight on to runway 17. So I'll set a heading for roughly 17 as well. Go 17. Whether we come out left or right, that won't really matter. Checklist is complete. Let's move slowly. Oh, I forgot to hit start on Sky Dolly. I also forgot to mention that I will be taking off 17. Even though I'm not sure which way the wind is going, it's not really telling me. Hang on. PFD options, wind. No wind data. Lovely. You love to see it.
Yankee Bravo Oscar Romeo traffic Cessna Charlie Hotel 821 is taxiing to runway 17.
I feel like taxi markers are off right now. They are. I have to make a note of that. Okay. Parking brake is on. We need to do a before takeoff checklist. Parking brake is set. Turn on our landing lights.
And take off.
Strobe on. Reply checklist is good. Give it 1 stage of flaps if it tells me. It doesn't say, it just says takeoff autopilot. Alright, with that, let's release the parking brake and let's push the throttle and get going. Let's have a nice chill flight, yeah? Rotate.
We are now in the air. Remember that here at NEOFLY, we have to take care of our cargo and passengers. Don't bank or pitch too much for the entire flight. Now,
right,
climb to 1,000 feet AGL.
Hang on, 1,000? Oh my. Alright, so we want to climb to roughly 1,300, 1,400 then. That's a new voice line. Remember here at NEOFLY, we take care of our cargo. That's very new. Release flaps. We can't bring up the gear here. This plane does not allow us to bring up the gear. So that's going to be a little impossible. We are still gaining a little bit of speed. It looks like our propeller is going a bit nuts, so we'll just bring it back a little. Do we want the propeller going down or do we want the throttle going down? Maybe a bit of both. There we go.
Now do a U-turn. Remember to watch your bank angle.
Okay, so we've turned on half bank mode. So that's not going to be too much of a problem. We want to swing round to 3.5. Select heading. I really should make some assets to do this on my stream deck. Go 3.5. So we're watching the bank angle. We've turned on half bank mode here. I think I already mentioned that though. But everything is looking very good. And I correctly predicted about 1,300, 1,400 feet. My cup of tea is gone. So we're going to do the world's slowest 180, but we know that it's going to be safe. We'll make use of the autopilots as well as we come in for touch and goes, because if you've got that, why not use it?
Now climb to 3,000 feet AGL. Maintain the same heading.
Yes, ma'am. 3,000 feet above ground level, so we want to climb to 3,400 now. Again, at a vertical speed of roughly 700 to 800 knots, the plane, feet. The plane will be able to take this one, so I'm not too worried. Is that our airfield there? No, I think it's a little further. I think this is it here. Because I believe this here is the Duke's Highway. I mention it every single time we fly over it. Yeah, so we're coming parallel with the runway now. Oh, there it is, right here. So yeah, this is the Duke's Highway, which then becomes the Western Freeway, not too much further along actually. And that's where we'll be doing our touch and go. I really should have been flying traffic left. As well. Every time I do the heading, for some reason I always go right. It just feels more comfortable to scroll down than up. Now we have a few goes at this. By the time we rent the plane and everything, we should have enough for at least 15 tries of this test if we fail really badly, but I don't expect us to do that bad. Also, this view is so nice. Let's have a look in the back of the plane here while we're climbing. Enough for 12 passengers this plane, even though I only see 8 seats. Very interesting, but the cargo capacity is a lot more than the 172. We could always get pilots and keep the 172 and have a pilot fly the 172. I believe pilots cost real life money though. Look here. Oop, that is on the wrong monitor. Thank you.
Now, fly a complete circle and maintain the exact same altitude.
Alright, Alt Hold mode is on. We are now going to turn gently around. Back to 351, or 35 I should say. So NEOFLY 4 pilots. To get pilots, you used to just be able to do it in NEOFLY 3. I get that they are wanting to monetize of what they're doing because what they're doing is not a small project. However, I believe if you get like 100 flight hours, you should get it for free. Maybe even 200. Make it a bit of a challenge. But it is €10. Or you can get the bundle, which is Pilots, Airlines, and I don't know what Cleopatra is. It's a campaign. So you can get it all for €20, or you get it for 25 individually. Keep this going around. Then let's do a little bit of a conversion here. I'm pretty sure €20 is like 25 Australian dollars. Oh, it is $32. So 10 will be closer to 17. No, not €100, although that works. It's $16.50 Australian. Just for one. Alright, from here we should be able to set the course all the way around to 35. Go, 35. then we'll be asked to do a landing. So what I'm going to do is I am going to set the destination. I'm going to set up a flight plan real quick while we're in the air. We will be landing runway 17. Set up a procedure. The approach will be visual 17. Vectors. Beautiful. Now when we're ready, we can just fly along this line, come straight in.
Now go back to the departure airport. Align with the runway and do a touch and go. A landing vertical speed of more than -400 feet per minute will not allow you to pass the qualification.
Okay, so we'll be looking at attempting. I think it's 150 feet to 50 feet. Will get you a 2-star qualification, meaning that you will earn a lot more money. So we'll end up flying traffic pattern here. I will actually go around to the left as we do this again. The first part will take off and I'll use the heading. And I want to fly out a little bit here, because that bank angle takes a real second and it'll be wide. Okay, let's turn off half bank mode. This is about the point where we'll be descending. So I really want that glide slope indicator to be right up at the top as I hit nav mode. Give us a little bit of a run up. Okay, we're getting pretty close. Let's flight plan to straight. And let's activate the GPS. Perfect, right as the glide slope is up at the top. So we're not wasting too much time. I'll probably turn up the fidelity of the clouds too. That'd be nice. Glide path indicator is now coming down once more. And the best thing is we can keep our traffic pattern. Sorry, our flight plan sorted here as well. There we go, we've got the heading sorted for when we need to come back out. Airfield should be just down here. I don't see it at all. Is that it? It kind of looks like it. Probably wrong. Although that's the Duke's Highway. by the looks of things. Yeah, my graphics settings definitely do not help me out, do they? Alright, for landing, we're going to put the propeller in full and we're going to drop out some of the throttle instead. Let's have a quick look at our flight assistant. What are they saying here? Landing speed is 65 to 88 knots. That's good. That's about what I'm used to. It doesn't say what speed flaps are though. It just says takeoff is 90 to 100. And these are only recommended. So we can push it a little bit. Alright, let's turn on the approach mode. We'll drop out a little more throttle because we will be coming down very shortly. So as we come in, maybe we'll aim for the 85 because as we flare the aircraft, we'll lose a lot of speed that way. So it should be fine. So as we're doing our thing here, we'll fly out to Mansec. We'll then take a left. We'll come back, and then when we're next to straight, we will then hit the direct to, and we should be able to just fly right in. Okay, we have captured the glide path. We get flaps 1. I'm more than happy with around 95. I'm really hoping for under 50 feet here, but realistically, I've only done it a few times, so if we don't get it, that's fine. There's the airfield right there. If we do get it, it's even better. Let's tune that we will be... No, not Pathaway. Bordertown. Select a runway. 17. And now it's a touch and go.
Yankee Bravo Oscar Romeo traffic Cessna Charlie Hotel 8216 6 miles north, 2,800 feet inbound touch, and go left traffic runway 17.
Oh, we are very high above our glide path here, so it's trying to capture it. As we fly back up, I'll want the height of our flight to be roughly 1,300 feet. We've now captured the glide path again too. That was scary. As we are coming into land, I'm also going to take a drink very quickly. Tell you what, if we can get this caravan... Dev, I knew you liked big packages. I didn't realize just how big you liked them. Like, I don't even think the typical big package jokes would fly very well here. Dev got a package this morning and you can't stand it upright. It hits the roof well before it's vertical. I'm going to leave the autopilot on this one for quite a way. I will still come in manually as we touch down, but I'm going to leave autopilot on here for as long as I can. Flaps 2. And we'll adjust our speed for roughly 75 knots. I really need to find the key that disconnects autopilot. Off the autopilot. Let's fly her in. But we are way too low.
Well done. You can now fly a traffic pattern and do your final landing.
Alright, that is really bad. Let's turn on the heading and the autopilot. And we want to climb at 800. We did make it. We bounced though. So we didn't get a 2-star, we got 1 star. That is 267 feet per minute. Okay. Now going to fly pattern round to 17. Oh, sorry, round to 35. Perfect. Let the throttle down. So we do have flight plans here. We will fly back to straight, which is roughly here-ish. I just realized that we lost our thing. So we'll go a little bit of flying and then I'll do activate approach. We should be good from there. I'm so unhappy with that landing. It started off so good. Okay, we have a little bit of traffic on the runway. That means that my nameplates are off. There they are. As we also have someone in a 738 Boeing up in the sky. See, it's crazy just how unpopulated the world feels when you turn off the nameplates, but man, it looks nice. And it's very good. Actually, I can turn them on because then I can just turn them off for all the cinematics. Not that this will be recorded at all, but, well, besides for the stream. Essentially, what we'll be looking to do is wait for this to come up to about here, then we'll activate to final, and then we should do a 180-degree turn into final, and we can just take it in from there. As we get up to final, we'll then turn on approach mode. Also, what's back course mode? I'm unsure. Alright, we're just passing final now. As we pass lols, the prop RPM is a little high. Alright. Activate vector to final. Flight plan. We're coming up to straight. Direct to straight. We will then turn on the nav and we should start turning. Beautiful. I assume your package was curtains, Dev.
Yankee Bravo Oscar Romeo traffic Cessna Charlie Hotel 8218 miles north, 1,300 feet inbound to land runway 17.
The plane is not moving off the runway. Wasn't that the plane that was there before? Alright, let's drop off some of the throttle here. Again, once we put flaps in, we'll lose a lot of speed, so I'm not too worried. This plane feels very awkward to land. It feels like that because the nose is so much longer than the 172, it's really putting me off. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I used to fly this plane a lot. But we'll turn on approach mode now. And let's start adjusting our throttle. As we are coming up to our top of descent, passing lols again. What's the prop speed like? 1830. I think it can be left there. So these flaps here are under 150. That means we can actually activate them now. And let's adjust our speed. And these ones here are landing 125. So we can put them on as well.
Bravo Oscar Romeo traffic Cessna Charlie Hotel 821 is on final runway 17 to land.
Once again, I'm going to leave it to a very last minute. To disconnect the autopilot. I really should have looked up what that keybind was as I was flying around Patton there.
500.
Laps 2. Connect autopilot. Set trim because it is being a pain in my backside. Slow down. We're a little low again.
Well done. Now taxi to parking and shut down your engine.
Why could I not have had that landing before? That was gorgeous. Half the speed of what we did it before too.
Yankee Bravo Oscar Romeo traffic Cessna Charlie Hotel 821 is clear of the runway.
The first landing was 267. That one there was 136 feet. I just realized we're not on a taxiway, we're on a runway. I'm so bad at this. And we'll park up next to this TBM. Or the what appears to be TBM. And let's shut down. I think I want to turn off. Ooh. Are we done? Oh no, I don't know how to turn it off. We're still technically on. Battery's off, fuel pump is off. Starter's off. Avionics are off. Oh, it's the fuel pumps.
Congratulations. You passed your qualification. Have a nice day.
We did it! We got qualified. Yeah, just barely we got qualified. Let's go back over to NEOFLY here. So now, our qualifications. Oh, this was an ugly landing. Oh, if that was yesterday, or today, what's the date today? 18th. Okay, I'm not sure why we landed at 473. That's really bad. It might have been because of accidentally using slew mode. But if we go to the qualifications, we're now qualified in sea aircraft, which is amazing. So we are going to move ourselves back over to Bendigo, 4347. $43.45. Let's save some extra bucks there. We should now have the Cessna here. Yes. From here, we can actually return that. But I want to do some other things first. Make sure that we can secure these, the 208 that's here. So this one here, I can rent for $291,000. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take out some money. We're going to take out this big loan here. Yes. We are then going to come over here and we are going to rent the Grand Caravan in the Emerald livery, unless there's another Grand Caravan here. This way I don't have to move to rent it. So we're going to rent the Grand Caravan EX. We'll assign ourselves to it. And now we can return the Cessna Skyhawk, which we got from Horsham? I think not too far away. So we can return it here. The deposit was $37,000. So do we get it at $37,000 back? Yes! Okay, that's really good to know. Nice to know that we get some of the money back. From there, I'm now going to pay off some loans. We can pay off both of these loans here. When is this payment coming out? On the 21st. That's Friday. And then the $50,000 one is coming out on Saturday. And for me, that's more like midday. So we can do a few more flights. With this money, we can load up on goods and things. I do need to swap my aircraft though, so we're going to do that. We need to change the livery. So while I could pay back both of these loans spending $180,000, leaving us at about 160, 150. We could use the money to load up the aircraft. The aircraft itself can hold a decent amount of cargo. It can hold 3,657 pounds. What is it? Emerald gold? Emerald livery. I assume that's emerald gold. Yeah, because you got default, the Tour livery 1, Global Freightways, Kenmore, Xbox and MSFS, Aviators Club. So I'm pretty sure we'll want the emerald gold livery. We'll set the departure for 2 again. Can you paint it? It's gonna cost 15,000. Oh my lord. It is recognizing that it is the correct one though. That's good to hear. Let's get on the side here. So with that, we have the potential now to make a lot of money, especially if we take things like cigarettes. If we're not limited by money, I mean, we will be to an extent. Oh my god, we're going to cap out on weight before that. So if we took 200 cigarettes, from Bendigo. Where's buying? Cigarettes. Okay, Parafield is the only place that's buying. For $58 profit. So we want 58 times 200. That's $11,000 plus runway fees. So we'd end up making roughly $11,000. I'm not sure exactly how long it would take to fly over to Parafield though, so that's probably a bust. I believe we're still locked on maps. I don't know where buys maps, if they even can buy maps. Nope. Must just be a thing that's not requested anywhere nearby. Oh, excuse me. Also, what is the flight distance of this aircraft? 964 nautical miles, so we'll probably go upwards of 400. Just on the fuel we have now. Could always buy beer, but with my landings the way they've been, I'm not too confident on that. Or we could take a big load of clothes. We'll cap out on weight well before anything else here. So if we were to buy 50 clothes from Bendigo, the highest one is Shepparton, which is just across the way. So if we were to buy 50, 248 profit, that is $12,000 right there. Which is just, that's crazy to think about. Minus airfield and rental costs and stuff, that should bring us down to about $12,000. If we were to have a look at jobs for passengers, I want to sort this by destination. Could fly to Echuca. Take full 12 passengers for $14,000. And Echuca isn't very far. It's a Class C runway. Also kind of in the direction I want. So I want to start making my way over towards Sydney in a way. I kind of want to go all the way around Australia. I'm going to have some real trouble going Brisbane to Darwin. Because someone, for some dumb reason I still care about, has made that flight multiple times. So we could also do a dual flight. We could take some passengers and some goods. Honestly, that's pretty good. However, we do have new jobs as well. What did we unlock? It doesn't say. Next up, we'll be going captain. And then it will be second captain. No. Captain. What's the top rank? I don't even know. Sorry, I'm not exactly procrastinating. I'm just weighing up all my options here. I guess what we'll do is we'll take the Echuca people. We could get way more XP, but I'm going to take the Echuca people. How much XP is it to the next level? 10,000. Okay. Quite a bit. So we'll take the Echuca people. to Echuca. I think we have 12 passenger slots. I don't think it would tell us we couldn't if we didn't. Yep, we'll be maxing out on our passengers here. But it's a 2352 weight. It's only 41 nautical miles, so we could take out some of the fuel. And I probably will. Because we are getting pretty dangerously close. Let's take out 300 pounds of fuel. There we go. It's still going to be a very heavy aircraft, but better than nothing. So our current job, bring 12 passengers to Echuca. Oh, I have also gone to border town, not Bendigo. Alright, Bendigo. Just over here somewhere. Horsham, a little bit further. Yeah, where's Melbourne? There's Bendigo. Bendigo, ramp 12. The wind is coming in from 255, so 255. That's 27 there, so 255 is that way. We'll probably want to be taking off runway runway 17 then, or 18 or whatever it is, the south-facing runway. We do have a slight headwind that way, and then Echuca. If the wind is still coming in from 255, not Echuca. There is Echuca. Yeah, it looks like we'll also want to be doing something similar. So if I set this one here as departure, the wind is coming in from 27. So we're going to have a hell of a crosswind as we come into land. So we can decide where we want to land. I think Echuca I want to land towards the south. Alright, with all of that, we are in the right livery. Let's get started. We're missing 2,182 pounds. So let's do 2,182 divided by 12 is 181 pounds each. Let's adjust the weight. Should be like up to 10. Yeah, so each one needs to be 181 pounds. Roughly. We can adjust a little bit afterwards. We're still missing a lot. Alright, let's just do this then. We'll use the slider. We're looking for 2522 21. Okay, hopefully it recognizes that once we start the plane. Okay, so we'll turn on the fuel. Let's see if I can do this from memory. We'll turn on the nav light. And I also need to turn on the beacon now as well. There it is. So, battery on, fuel boost on. Oop. Where is the starter? Looks like I've done it. Now we need to put in a flight plan very, very quickly because I don't want to be wasting fuel. It says we're still missing a lot of weight too. And we will land runway 17 there too. Actually, I think Echuca... Maybe I'll land runway 35, sorry. We'll do RNAV 35 via Charlie. I think that'll be the closest to us. There we go. Then set the CDI to GPS. Get that off. We'll fly a little bit higher than we usually do. We'll do 12,000, but it's not going. Actually, we'll do 10,000. It's not going to be a very long flight. Only one mount won't come out of the wall. I don't know what they did to it, but it is stuck. Oh no! And on the avionics too. Yeah, hella crosswind. Still says we're missing a lot of weight. Oh, it's because I haven't started the flight yet.
Welcome back, Captain. It looks like the weather is perfect for flying.
Hi, pilot. New mission, new passengers. Let me know when you are ready to start boarding.
Ready to start boarding.
Pilot from dispatch. Boarding passenger. Please stand by.
And we will climb at the 700 to 800 feet again. Do you want me to help out a little bit later, Derv? Do you have the voice recognition on? No, there is no voice recognition.
Looks like everyone is on board, pilot. Let's get out of here.
Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
Alright, let's tune. I want to take off for runway 17 and we will announce it.
Yankee Bravo Delta Golf Traffic Cessna Charlie Hotel 821 is taxiing to runway 17.
Alright, let's request a pushback. We will disable the parking brake. I'll turn on the taxi lights while we're here. Oh! Control options. I want autopilot. Ooh. Oh, it's Z. Okay. I'm going to turn off the taxiway markers today, at least for a little bit. Requesting end of pushback. There's another one coming in. I don't understand why that one spawned in there. It was just a weird thing that they do. So we'll be taxiing all the way down here and then turning onto 17. You tried with the drill and the drill stop mechanism came into effect. Oh my lord. Alright, yeah, we'll try our best. We'll see what we can do. Need to wait for these guys here to clear before I come out. We can now start moving. And slow down. This is going to be awkward. Yeah, I'll come help out a little bit later. You'll try again in a minute? Alright. Well, don't stress if you can't. I'm probably only going to do this... Oh, well, this and probably one more short flight. And then... that'll be it. Your flight director... There it is. Is it still asking me to come all the way up here? It is. Cool. I had to make sure. It might... No, never mind. It's giving me PTSD of the landing we did in the last video. If you didn't see it yet, it's interesting. Alright, let's turn on all the lights here. I'm going to set a flaps 1 for takeoff. Make sure that we are all set. We will be flying up to 10,000. Oh, that's only 1,000. I'm glad I checked that. Yo, 10,000. We are now good to go.
Yankee Bravo Delta Golf Traffic Cessna Charlie Hotel 821 taking off runway 17 departure to the north.
Let's see if we can make some money before Friday. And I play a lot off camera as well, so. Alright, lining up. And let's go. Full throttle. Propeller is also full.
Pilot, have a nice flight.
Positive rate. Let's take out the flaps and we'll wait to climb up a little more before I enable the nav. Looks like I'm going to be filling. Are you sure you don't want to wait? Or do you just want to get it done? Alright, there's roughly 1,000 feet. Let's turn on the flight director now. Excuse me. No, we'll be turning left pattern to the north then. Then as we intersect with our flight plan here, we should come off GPS. Come off heading and onto GPS automatically. You need the other out. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, do you want to wait for help or do you just want to do it? Oh, bonjour, Alphonsine. How are you doing today? You'll need help? Okay. I'll do this flight and maybe one more, and then we'll reevaluate.
Yankee Bravo Delta Golf Traffic Generic Victor Hotel Victor Lima Golf is on base runway 17.
You're good?
Yankee
Very
Bravo
good to
Delta
hear.
Golf Traffic Generic Victor Hotel Victor Lima Golf is on base runway 17.
Let's intersect the flight path here. Oh good, take your time. Alright, cool. Today we're flying a new plane. We finally ditched the Cessna 172. I mean, we didn't have it for long, maybe a week. A little over a week. And today we got out big loans and we ended up renting a Cessna 208 Grand Caravan. So while I know that it's not exactly... Let me just turn down the exposure here, it looks a little bit weird. So while it's not anything crazy... Oop. There we go. We now have a Cessna 208 in NEOFLY to fly around. And we got it in this Emerald Harbor Air livery. Look at that detail, it's beautiful. I love it. Let's fly right along the body with this. I mean... Come on, that is... gorgeous.
Golf Traffic Generic Victor Hotel Victor Lima Golf is on final runway 17 to land. Yankee Yankee Bravo Delta Golf Traffic Generic Victor Hotel Victor Lima Golf 3 miles north inbound visual runway 17.
So nice. Also, I've gotten a bit more comfortable with the drone camera, if you couldn't tell. Studs equals normal maps and maybe light geometry. God damn it. What? So, like, it's a normal map, calculates where the sun lamp is and everything like that. Alright, we have a tailwind here. So it looks like our idea to land at Echuca 17 was probably the way to go. Let's make sure that I am coming into Echuca the right way. Should be... Oh, I'm coming in 3-5. Maybe I should change that. I can come in whatever isn't there. E-G, probably H. Let's change our flight plan to... Oh no. Everything is going wrong. I can't adjust the flight plan now. Go the approach as 17. And we will want to come in on Delta. And then that should fly us in that way, yeah. Really cool. Normal map takes lighting data, but the surface on it... but the surface on which it is on, it's flat. And it oh my god, excuse me, sorry. And it fakes extra lighting data by using an RGB image to determine which way the depressions and rises are facing. Yeah, so I think I saw that in doing things with VR chat avatars, believe it or not. And stuff about texturing and normal maps and everything like that. Yeah, and because it's fake geometry, it cuts down on the amount of polygons you use as well, right? Because you don't have to manually make all these tiny bumps. By heaves, images are way faster to load than high-res meshes, yeah. It's fun to learn about design and stuff. Excuse me, sorry. Also, has anyone been keeping up on the videos I've been releasing? I put a lot of effort into today's video, which released about 12 hours ago. I put in so much more effort, and because of the way that the... Oh, I probably can't go all the way to 10,000, I just realized. I'm pretty sure that at this point here, I would have to descend to 4,000-ish. So I'll drop out the throttle to about where I want it, and we'll just start descending at a casual rate. We have 12 minutes to get there, and it's we probably want like around 300 feet maybe. That's 900 every 3 minutes. Yeah, we should be good with that. And I saw that when it had 6 views, and I did Deb saw it at 18. Yeah, it's crazy how the viewership has been going recently. We just had our first video reach 100 views today as well. Not our first video, but the first video to reach 100 views. We hit that today. Crazy, since I've only really been at it for about 10 days. Maybe a little longer. Because I don't remember when I first started recording. Yeah, so it's currently at 23 right now. The new video. The thing is, the hard... I mean, to be fair, I spent a long time editing today's video because I was not feeling very well. So it took me a long time to edit today's video, at nearly like 6 hours. Have a look here, 11 minutes and we are at 700 feet. So that would be, what was that? Sorry, 7,000 feet. 6, 7, 6, 4, 6, 1, 5, 8, 5, 5, 5, 2, 4, 9, 4, 6, 4, 3, and 4. Yeah, so we'll be just about at the top of descent. 4,000 feet. Oh, sorry, we'll be at 4,000 feet by the time we hit Eck here. So, but yeah, so tonight, last night's video. I say night because the video is released at 2:30 in the morning for me. So I was editing it because of all the extra work I had to do. I had to come back into the game and get more cinematics and everything like that. Let's go on outside view for a sec here as I talk. So I had to come back into the game, get a bunch of extra cinematics, cut them all down, make sure that they all look great and everything like that. And I found that I can do even better now. I've been using the drone camera to do chase shots manually, and I found that there's an automatic way to do it. So that's going to help out considerably when it comes to doing landing and takeoff. And even some of the taxi shots as well. So I spent from 2 p.m.-ish, and I started to feel really sick after eating dinner. And I ended up taking a couple hour break there. And then I was up and down a lot because I was not feeling well. And I finished the edit, maybe 9 p.m? Maybe 10 p.m? I can actually tell you when I finished it because... Here we go. At 10:30 p.m, I was asked how it's going, and I said I just need to do the thumbnail. My render was done at 10 p.m. And so from there, I uploaded it. Obviously, I did the thumbnail. The thumbnail was... It's going to sound so dumb. It took me an hour to do the thumbnail because I was so up and down and I felt like curling into a ball and dying. So yeah, I started the edit like, yeah, in the mid-afternoon, early afternoon, I don't know. And then finished up by 10 p.m. So, but you're going to fill these other holes? I'll put you on my phone. All right. We're getting pretty close to a Chuka approach now. Oh, wait, no, we still have 7 minutes. It just looks like on NEOFLY. I'll show you what it looks like. On NEOFLY, it looks like we are incredibly close to a Chuka. We're sitting here just above the Rochester airfield. So it looks like we're really close, but we're really not. We're like still 7 to 10 minutes out. It confused me, although a Chuka airfield should be just over here somewhere. And I am so glad. I'm going to try it again because I just reset all my system defaults. I am going to try virtual reality. I can't do a flight in virtual reality because the screen is actually split and there's no way to send a single video. That would be so nice if that were an option. To stretch one of these eyes to full screen in Microsoft Flight Sim. But it handles how the view looks and it's always double. I could do it in post, but then it might just look bad. As we are flying through the clouds, it got very cloudy here all of a sudden. And can turn off all the nameplates. But then the world feels a little lonely, so. Coming up to our top of descent, you can start seeing the glide path moving down. You have the same conundrum for No Man's Sky. You wanted to do that in VR. I mean, oh wait, does it also split the screen? Like, what you could do is just grab the screen and, you know, oh, well, not like that, you know, actually stretch it. What is the stretch key? There it is, like that. You could just do it like that. And that's a quick fire fix, but obviously not ideal. We are still 4 minutes away and doing 250, 300 feet still. I'm happy about that. Oh, we're starting to lose a bit of speed. So let's just up the FLC a little bit. We're coming in extremely slow. Okay, we're actually flying through a cloud right now. I should turn up the graphics on the clouds. Now that I've got a bit of frame rate, I have a little bit of wiggle room to adjust some of the graphics. Okay, we are within 1,000. That's why this part here has turned blue. So we could actually just even off here until we intercept the glide path. At this point here, it's staying very shy because we're not straight. So if I go straight, that glide path should start coming downwards. If we hold 4,700. Maybe not. Let's get down to 4,000. A bit quicker. And this is why I like doing YouTube videos. Like, you turn this, when did we take off? 151? Wow, it's only like 20 minutes ago. But you turn this 20-minute flight into just a few minutes. And that's why I do the cinematics. It's literally like my version of a time skip. And it looks pretty doing it instead of just showing it and fast forwarding it all. Although I could do that. Actually, that gives me a new idea for part of a time lapse. Sony Vegas can, Magix Vegas, I guess, can only show 4 times faster footage. Obviously, you can speed that up by rendering that footage or make it a nested timeline and then scale that again. You can get up to 16 times. I'm not too worried about that. You enjoy the ASMR part of a long flight? You mean like all the engine noises and everything? We might be too high for our glide path. Actually, it looks okay. Maybe I should just do an ASMR flying stream then at some stage. Just no commentary. And just go. Oh, glide path is coming in. Okay, so we're not too high. I wouldn't say it was great either, but turn on approach mode. That will then stick us to the glide path when it comes into effect. Let's get our range in a little more here. Okay, so we do actually still have quite a way. As we turn, I'll put on flaps 1, and then as we come up to November Foxtrot, which I believe is the final, we'll do that. Also, it looks like this might be a traffic pattern in. I'm not too sure. There you go, we have captured the glide path. We are now picking up speed. So before we do, I'm going to turn on the flaps. Excuse me, this one here is 150 knots that you can turn them on. And then stage 2 is 125. So I'll want to try and keep to roughly 120 knots here indicated. The higher up you go, the faster that kind of becomes. Ooh. You guys should be right in front of us. That's not it. This is the problem. I also should consider turning up my graphics here. What is that artifact? It's weird. But yeah, I could do like, there's the airfield, I think, right there. Maybe? Nope, that's not the airfield. It's doing some weird things. You filled 3 of the holes. Cool. That means that you're going to have to wait to put anything new in it, right? At least in those spots. Where is the airfield? There it is. Right above my mouse cursor. I wonder if I can turn up runway detail from far away. Would it be LODs? The new one, I don't think it is top mounted. Okay. Alright, let's tune a Chuka. We are going to land runway 17. How close are we to final?
Yankee Echo Charlie Hotel traffic Cessna, Charlie Hotel 8218 miles north, 2,500 feet inbound to land runway 17.
We're on the downwind leg right now.
Yankee Echo Charlie Hotel traffic Cessna, Charlie Hotel 821 is on downwind runway 17.
No, wait, hang on. Upwind. We're on upwind. This downwind is back behind you. Well, I remembered that one a little too late. We're looking pretty good on speed, but I am going to give it a little more. And then as we come into final, I will put on the flaps too. 17 seconds. This will also make us drop off a lot of speed, so I need to prepare for that. 4, 3, 2, 1. Flaps 2. From here I want to aim for roughly 90 knots. I just need to remember that Z will disconnect the autopilot, which is what I want. I've always wanted a quick way to disconnect it. There might be one on the controller too. But Z is right there on the keyboard, right at my hand, so I'm not too worried about that.
Yankee Echo Charlie Hotel traffic Cessna Charlie Hotel 821 is on final runway 17 to land.
So the reason I'm calling it out is for any aircraft that may be in the vicinity that have landing intentions at Echuca as well, or I believe it might cover some of the surrounding area. There are, what is that, 1, 2, there's at least 3 more airfields in pretty direct look there. We are being, okay, the headwind is more of a headwind than a crosswind at the moment. We have a 9 knot wind from 202, so that is roughly here-ish. As it is moving now across the field, it's now 216, so it's moved quite a bit. Now 205. Will the wind simulation make up its mind? It's now 8 knots. If the wind drops to 7, I'll take off the autopilot at that point. There's 9. Straight away, I'm going to have to adjust my pitch trim.
500.
Notice it's very low. Alright, autopilot is disconnected. She's now mine. Pitch trim is still a bit crazy from the autopilot. Take out some of the throttle and let's try and land this thing. Oh. I took out too much throttle. Way too much.
Transporter, almost done. Go to the parking.
That was not a good landing.
Taxi to parking and shut down your engine.
At all. Like, we were pretty good on the center line, but that's pretty much the only thing we had going for us. Flaps up. Wait, did we only have one stage of flaps? I only heard one click there. I'm sure I put in 2. Yeah, that wind, not quite awful, but not great either. Ooh. Just saying, I got another cinematic idea there. Just looking over at that windsock. Alright, where is our landing crew? I believe they're going to be, yeah, over to our right. How do they want us to park? Like this. Okay. He's not giving me any indications. He's literally just standing there. Like a moron. But we're here in Echuca. That was not a great landing. It was 200. Oh, well, we'll go over that in a sec. Oh, my barometer was also all messed up because I didn't set that either. That's my own fault. How long have we been live for? 1 hour 53? Do we go for one more flight? Do I go help out Derv? Anyway, I'm going to have to turn off the engines. So the ignition, I think I need to do normal. Oh wait, no, he's asking me to come forwards. Man, you are going to die if I come too much further forwards. Alright, let's just set the parking brake. Why can I not adjust these? off. That's off. Okay, good. Our propeller has stopped. Let's lay here. Let's drop off our passenger.
You can open the doors and begin the
Passengers.
disembarkation.
Thank you. I saw some visuals where they were able to open up all of the doors and everything. I thought that was so cool. I'm not sure if it's a mod or if it's actually inbuilt into the game, but you can see here that there is a hatch here for the passengers that could be opened. Which would be quite cool. Let's go through the controls.
Transporter from dispatch. Everyone is on the bus. Check that they haven't forgotten anything. Have a nice day.
Right, real quick, let's load up NEOFLY here. And let's go over the specifics of the
You
flight.
can start your engine now.
We took off at 1:51 p.m. We landed at Echuca at a speed of 69 knots, which is actually not bad. But the vertical speed was 266 feet per minute. This is probably because we didn't have enough throttle to keep ourselves... Like, we were coming in pretty heavy instead of just across... Oh, sorry, pretty heavy like this instead of just gliding in like that. So that's my bad. Obviously, we're on our first few flights in the 208 and... It's been a good few years since I flew it regularly, so... The flight time was 41 minutes, taxi to taxi. Oh, sorry, start to finish. We got some bonus security for using all of our lights correctly. We took care of the aircraft stress. We got the payload realism. Oh wait, this is for our... Oh wait, no, this is qualification. Never mind. Yeah, so... We got an XP rate of 2 because we got 1 star. Total flight XP was 124 XP. All up, we spent roughly $1,900 in fees, airport, and rented aircraft. And we made 14,429. So we made roughly 13.5 grand. Now, when it comes to these sorts of things... I'm going to have a quick look at the cargo market here. Ooh, yeah, so here's the problem. I really want cigarettes. Cigarettes sell for a good amount. But by the time you buy them, let's just say like 400. They are only bought in Parafield currently. Unless we got close enough to see a different place that can buy them. No, Parafield is still the only place that will buy them. That's pretty much... Ooh, excuse me. That's flying all the way back to Adelaide. And I want to move out to Sydney. But if it's telling us to fly this far to Adelaide to sell them, that means that Sydney is not buying. And we can actually check that just by going to... Yankee Sierra Sierra Yankee for Sydney. They're buying computers, beer, fish, caviar. Actually, caviar is a good one too if you can get a plane that's fast enough to take it. Flowers. Golden artifact. Now, this is time till expiry 12. I don't know, that seems dumb to say that's 12 minutes. What if that is 12 hours? I'm going to have a look on NEOFLY's Discord and their FAQ. And see if it says anything about the TTL being hours or being hours or minutes. Because if it's 12 minutes, I don't actually, that's kind of a good point. You can't fly anywhere in 12 minutes. So it's probably hours. But I'm still going to check just in case. NEOFLY FAQ. Now let's see if we can search for TTL in here. There is. What is TTL? TTL is time to live in hours. Some goods perish quicker than others. It's important to sell the goods before this time expires. And what are the little symbols next to TTL? They indicate whether the goods are fragile, have a short lifetime, or are general cargo. So TTL is in hours. Okay, let's get to here. Let's minimize that. So if we go back over, well, so I can see NEOFLY. The time to live on cigarettes is 720 hours. So if we were to pick up cigarettes, for example, 720 hours is 30 days. Okay, so that's good. That makes me feel a little bit better about buying and selling time to live goods. That means that if I were to buy flowers, that means we have 12 hours to get to our destination. From there, we could actually just fly straight to Sydney and make $100 per flower, plus whatever airport fees or whatever. So if I were to do 100 times 100, what's that? $100,000? No, $10,000. That doesn't seem right. Have a look here. 108 times 100. Oh yeah, it's $10,000. So you could fly from Echuca to Sydney. That is quite a flight though. Being from this orange marker to the blue marker. It's doable. Yeah. So I'm going to milk the loan for as long as I can, these two here. But the moment we get up to what is it, Friday? Yeah, Friday. So my Friday morning, I'll probably pay this one off, fly Friday, and then we'll pay this one off on Friday night. And just make the most of as much as we can. Our next payment though is $50,000. So we'll want to make sure that we're still keeping up on the flying. Right, so we've been live for 2 hours. Do we want to do another flight? Or have you all had enough? One more? Okay, we'll do one more. That reminded me of something. The way that that was said reminded me of an interaction I had with someone. I can't say it either because it's not safe for stream. Okay, so we could take some passengers to Chillainy. NSFW, yeah, it was. So if we go to Chillainy, this is 12 passengers for $22,000. This is quite a long flight though. Oh. Where is it? There it is. So there's 152 nautical miles. So this flight here that we just did, I think was 48 nautical miles, and it took half an hour. So maybe we will sort it by distance instead. Even though a lot of these are going to be... I mean, this one here is a hard runway, but it's in the wrong direction. We could fly over to Shepparton. That kind of puts us back close to where we were when we started yesterday's video. What have we got to Shepparton? We have a lot here. I could try and do a few jobs here. 2,800. We could take... There's 3... Hang on. So let's just say that we did this. 9 passengers. Leaves us 1,119 weight. Oh, that's really not much, is it? Let's scale that down to like 800. Oh, and then there's one to Shepparton here for 585. And that's the 12 passengers. But it's 15,000. Instead of... I don't know. So instead of taking 12 passengers... And I think there was a 12 passenger one. But we could make upwards of $15,000 here. I could also... No. Yeah, so 1746 plus 585, roughly... it's closer to 2,200? 2,300, which would give us 500 pounds of goodies here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take 2 passengers, 2 sets of passengers.
Hi, pilot. New mission, new passengers. Let me know when you are ready to start boarding. Captain, we have opened the gates for boarding. The passengers are on their way.
There we go. Your flight, we are 2501 and we are carrying 2523, so I'm okay with that. Let's have a look at our fuel situation. Let's fill up a little more again. Ooh, fuel is starting to get expensive.
Hello, pilot. Your passengers are waiting for you. Let me know when we can send them.
You can send them.
Pilot from dispatch. Boarding passenger. Please stand by.
Alright, let's clear up our flight plan and let's start again. Alright, so we will be coming in from Ichuko. Runway, I want south again.
You can start your engine now.
And the destination will be... Why shit? And I will also land 1-8 there. If we need to, we'll adjust. But for now, that's fine. Select the approach, we'll be doing runway 18. Let's do straight. And wait, where is Shepparton? Oh, it's because north is this way. Can we make that north only? Map options. I want... I want to make this north only. And I'm not sure how. There you go, map settings. Orientation. North up. Because that's how I'm used to doing it, at least in these planes. Perfect. Wow, this is a very, very short flight. We're looking at roughly 40 nauticals, so we won't climb up too high. We'll probably only go 5,000. We'll do 5,000. At, again, roughly 800 feet. That's about what I can do. Excuse me, what was that? Alright, let's turn this thing on. If I can remember how. Oh, I need to turn on the fuel pumps. They are on. Ignition on. Starter, that should get us started. Nope. Battery. Oh.
Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
Oh. It looks like I did set it up correctly. Beautiful. Charlie Hotel 821 requesting pushback. Ah! Oh wait, no. I thought we were moving. We're not moving. They're moving. Oh. Now we're moving. Oh my god. Wait, is pushback pushing us this way? It's freaking out. Oh my lord. Alright. I swear pushback was pushing us backwards. Cool. Let's select our runway for takeoff. We are taking off 17.
Yankee Echo Charlie Hotel Traffic Cessna Charlie Hotel 821 is taxiing to runway 17.
We look pretty on that center line. Oh my lord, the wheel is pretty much right on it. That's nice. Slow taxi though, all of my lights are still on and they really shouldn't be. But I had a feeling we'd be doing one more. It's currently 3:15 PM local time, so the sun is starting to get a little bit dull. As we back taxi, get a little bit more speed here. Yeah, so this is going to be an extremely short flight, but I hope you've been enjoying flying Air Chillainous. If you have, don't forget to like this stream and subscribe if you haven't. There's videos being posted very regularly at the moment, even though I think from this point on they might start taking a little bit longer to produce. Purely because of the amount of effort I found it takes to do some of the prettier videos. There are some guys who do like ultra realistic style flights, and I am scared to know how much time they spend editing, or their editors spend editing. They've probably gotten quite efficient at it though, so. They're probably like, it's easy. We might also have to try and turn up our runway markings just a little bit. I saw some guy, and it's one of the creators that I really like to watch, so I'm not going to name them. But they were talking about how bad it is to have a potato PC. But the thing is, we're all just flying. But he kept making remarks on like, what is this potato PC? And my thought was, mate, not everyone can afford, you know, huge everythings. Alright. Let's set flaps to take off. We'll make sure that everything here is set up. 5,000 feet at 800 feet per minute. We will set up the heading. With that, let's make sure prop. Yep, prop is also good. Let's release the everything and get going. As we take off.
Pilot, have a nice flight.
Enable the autopilot. Do half bank. If it'll catch the nav. Nope, it's asking, it's saying roll. We're not playing D&D here. Flaps up. We'll start gaining some speed that way. And also I found that all the lighting is all down, oh excuse me, all down here, so for some reason it's not letting me turn on the switches, probably because it's daytime. Alright, as we intercept again, we will find ourselves turning on to, I'm going to turn off half bank mode too. As we intercept with it, we'll find that that is working. What is... Is CDI just to change the CDI? Nope, I don't get it. Be something to do with the Loken DME or whatever. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. If I'm flying big flights, I'll generally have a flight plan pre-punched in. But I'm going to get a little bit of hydration into me. This will be the last flight of the stream though. It would be lovely to, when I'm a bit of a bigger streamer maybe, if that ever happens, to do some actual jet flying with people. Like A320s and whatever. Derv, I have a question if you're still there. If I were to set it up, would you do an instructional, my brother flies a C-172 for the first time or a C-152 for the first time? And you just come down here and record it, and I'll set up like an extra microphone and stuff like that. I mean, obviously, you'll think about it. I could have you like here with a microphone and do like a co-pilot stream. You can bring your mic. Oh, I have plenty of mics down here. It's fine. But if you want to, you're more than welcome. But, yeah, then that way you could actually use your actual mic and I could continue to use this one. But like I said, I do have microphones down here, so it's no biggie. Wow, look at this. We're already seeing into Shepparton. How much money were we looking to make off of this flight? Let's go back to the log. Sorry, our flight. So we're carrying 2 sets of passengers. We're looking to make gross about 16,000? 16.2? Okay, you want to know what's actually ridiculously crazy? 16.2. That is... that's like 3 or 4 jobs that we used to do that would take 40 minutes per job. So, what's that? Like 40, an hour 20, 2 hours. Like over 2.5 hours. We're now going to make in about 20 to 40 minutes. Yeah, you can choose if you want an airplane or an aircraft with autopilot or not. But it's all not too bad. And then I wish I had some like actual external controls, but you'll have to use the gamepad. Otherwise I'd be like, yeah, let's bring out the quadrant, the joystick and everything like that. Actually, I was looking on EB Games. There's a very basic starter set. It has a stick, it has a throttle, and it has rudder pedals even. It's like $315 for the set. Unfortunately, a bit rich for my taste still, even at just $300, but That's life. Let's slow down a bit. Actually, not too much. But the controls are pretty intuitive, and then I can just do all the cinematic editing when you're done. Because of this program. Here I can record the everything. The only thing that it doesn't do is pick up ground crew. But this was my my last video. This one here is the takeoff and everything from Ballarat, and this one here is the landing. Even though I know you can do it all in one, this flight here isn't exactly big either, but it calculates where the plane is and everything. It's really cool. S, H, T, and A. Can I put that in? We'll get on that one first to go in straight. Are we on half bank mode? No. Alright, well then I will also add in an I as well. Chillainy. There we go. So now I've just changed our flight plan. Even though we were going to come in straight, there was a bit of problem with how much distance was between these two here. I didn't feel really comfortable, so I'm just adjusting the flight plan very slightly so that we come in on Sierra Hotel Tango November Alpha and through Sierra Hotel Tango November India. I'm pretty sure that in these things, like Sierra Foxtrot and November Foxtrot, that's south and north, by the way. And Foxtrot is final. The ABC, I don't know what I is though. Oh, that one's eluding me a little bit. You really thought Shepparton would be Shep, considering everyone called it Shep, but I guess not. All are called. Yeah, well, it'll be something to do with, there's probably a YSHP. Let's have a look here. Oh, do not press Y before pressing this button. Huh. Well, that answers that. There is not a Y ship. It's just Y shit. And why do that? Because it's healthy for you to. We have 1 minute. I really should start descending already. Alt select to 4000. I've left this way too late. So we'll do 600 feet, and then we should be at least halfway there by the time we hit November Alpha. Every baby with a brain can tell you everybody watches. Take a hint, take a lesson. You never win by messing with the fellas at the MSFS place. Da, 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 da. We still haven't picked up on the glide path here either. That's a little worrying. With the fellas at the MSFS team. Wow, okay, so we've just picked up on the glide slope thing here. So I will turn on approach mode and I'm going to take out a lot of the throttle. I believe flaps 1 is 150. Yeah. Takeoff, autopilot, 150 knots indicated airspeed. We are now at 150. I'm going to give it a little bit more. The one thing I want to know is, can you turn with flaps on? I wanna know what love is. I don't want Earth to show me. So I'm keeping a very heavy eye on our speed here. We want to get it down to 120 so that we can turn on second flaps. And I'm glad that I waited to turn on the flaps. Actually, no, wait, it's 250, so 150. Right, let's try and keep a bit of speed this time. So we'll try and attack the runway at 100 as we have our second flaps on. Then as we float in, we'll then attempt to we'll attempt to do it that way. I think from here on we want to start flying out towards Sydney. Even if we can get one of the southern suburbs first, I'll be happy with that. Although with the Grand Caravan, we can fly a lot farther too. So if I have a look here, the range of the 208 is 964 nautical miles. So quite a bit. And the 172's nautical range is 640. So we can go quite a bit farther. Alright, I didn't tune this this place here, so we are going to do Shepparton. Tune Shepparton traffic. We want to select runway 18 for landing. Be a full stop landing, and we are on Upwind Lake.
Yankee Sierra Hotel Tango Traffic Cessna Charlie Hotel 821 is on upwind runway 18.
Unless it's upwind, downwind, final. Then in that case, we'll be coming on to final shortly. As we have... Wow, we've actually captured our glide slope quite a bit ago, I've just realized. Our trim is still negative, so we are coming in high. Let's take out some of the throttle here and see what happens with that trim. Yeah, so I really just want it to even out here. Otherwise, I do a lot of work on the landing. So right now trim is trying to push our nose up. I'm going to give it just a tiny bit more speed and it should even out. As we gain more speed, it tries to push down the nose with the auto trim. But this is just about where we want to be at 100 knots. I really should have recorded these two in case I had a really good landing. Actually, you know what? I am going to record this one here. And I can show you how Sky Dolly actually works for anyone who is wanting to know, and then I can go help Derv with whatever he needs help with. Best thing about Sky Dolly is that it doesn't have very much system impact, which is very nice. Alright, we will announce final.
Yankee Sierra Hotel Tango Traffic Cessna Charlie Hotel 821 is on final runway 18 to land.
So we have a little bit of tree cover here, but that looks like it's going to be a non-issue as we come in. There are a few trees right here though. And I'm just going to try not to overthink this as I come. And what a cool town, by the way. Reminds me a lot of home. Except the airfield is much closer to town. Am I hearing the thing say don't sink? Interesting. Alright, we'll disconnect the autopilot and we'll fly in by hand from here. Take out some of the throttle. As we begin to sink, we'll then put in flaps 2 and we'll take out some more throttle. Oh, Jesus Christ. Feels like we're being pushed left to right, but that is not the direction the wind is going. Please straighten up. Don't overthink it.
That was a harder landing than we like to see, pilot.
Yeah, I'm still getting used to it.
Transporter from dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to parking.
Flaps up. Ooh, must have had the parking brake on. There's our 2 stages of flaps, and we are moving again. She went from being annoyed to happy-ish. I mean, admittedly, I did land very hard. Obviously, I just accidentally put on the parking brake again. I can see all the information here in front of me, so I know exactly how hard I've landed at this point. I'm still going to get a smooth landing bonus, but it wasn't great, and I don't think I deserve it. And my rudder is going crazy now. Right, I'm just going to stop here. I am so far out of the way.
Yankee Sierra Hotel Tango
Let's see if we
Traffic
can see
Cessna Charlie
anyone
Hotel
parking.
821 is clear of the runway.
Okay, they're literally right next to me. And I've completely missed them. You know what? I don't care. I want out. I want out. No, down. Thank you. Wait, was this one off the whole time? Oh my god, it was. We were literally just flying off left. That might have felt like why I was being pushed, maybe? Because that side was heavier? I don't know. Either way. Let's let these guys do their thing.
Transporter, you can open the doors and begin the disembarkation.
Oh my god, my whole computer there. Alright, let's head over to NEOFLY here. So we're coming off here. Landed at after 28 minutes of flight time. We landed at 182 feet. Which again, I'm not very happy about, but it does mean that we did get the smooth landing bonus. And we landed at 64 knots, which is a little slow as well.
Everything is on board.
I think we want 65 to 82. So I'm going to have to work on that a little bit. From there, 28 minutes start to finish. We got the bonus security because we have all the lights on and still have them on. So I'll have to turn... Well, it won't matter because I'm closing the game shortly after this. Got all the payload realism. We got an XP rate of 2 because we have a C license, 1 star or more. The total flight XP was 96, putting us at a plus 300-ish experience for today's stream from the last video, which is very, very cool. We paid roughly... That's a lot. 1,400 in airport fees. So we made... Let's have a look here. We take 1,400 off of this one here. That's like 3,800. So we made roughly 14,800 instead of the 16. So I'm pretty happy about that actually. As an overall, I'm happy about it. I'm not happy with the overall flying, but I'm happy with the overall how it ended. So with that, that is going to be me done for today. There probably won't be a video tonight because I will probably end up recording one, but there may not be a video to edit tonight. Oh, I said I was going to go over Sky Dolly, didn't I? Hang on, I want to look at that landing in Sky Dolly. So what I'll do is we'll go back to NEOFLY. I am going to sit somewhere on the runway. Where are the bars? There we go. So we will sit right here on the runway and I'm going to go back and watch that landing. This is one of the things I've learned. Notice the camera is following the plane. So that means that I don't have to do manual adjustments to the camera. I can start using zoom and stuff instead. Here we go. We'll play that. So we'll zoom in. I swear these people in the sheds got a bit of a scare. Yep, we came up a little bit too high there, but we did end up dipping down quite a bit. Let's see if we can see where the problem is. I'm going to come off the runway a little more so we get a more side-on look. See, how good is this? This is what I'll be implementing into the videos. And I want to land back wheels first, so we'll be looking out for that.
Everything looks good
And
Have a nice flight. Just to remind you, we're not paying you for this one. You greased that landing. Ace. Transporter from dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to parking.
it's still talking to NEOFLY. So I have to close NEOFLY. So that landing, let's have another look at it. I can actually play this back slower as well. Let's go 50% speed. 50 is probably a little bit too much. At least until we get close to the runway. Alright, here we go. 50% speed. So we're looking for back wheels first. Oh, that was actually quite a hard landing. But we did get back wheels first and then front wheel. Oh, how good does that look? I can't wait to start implementing this. Oh, what I could do is do it at 25% and then speed up the footage. So as we come in, I can be like really, really slow, like this. I need more inputs. And then just speed that right up. Oh, that would be so cool. Alright, anyway. That's how you use skydolling. It doesn't take care of any of the camera per se. You still have to do all of that yourself, but I'm pretty happy with skydolling and the fact that I can make cinematics that easily. But that is going to do it for me. That is the end of the flight. So I hope you've enjoyed the everything today. Once again, if you have liked it, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're newer here. And I live stream relatively regularly, so if you want to see more, that's the way to do it. And also check out the videos that we have on the channel. There was one posted just about 12 hours ago that needs a little bit of love. So if you would do that for me, that would be fantastic. But that's going to do it. Thank you very much, everyone. I will see you again sometime in the next couple of days. I've really enjoyed this flight, and I'm glad that we got the 208. I hope you guys enjoy it too in the upcoming videos. I will see you when the next video releases, or maybe we'll do a stream tomorrow. We'll see how things go. I'll see you guys later though. Take care. Ciao.